is irresponsible.
No,
No
it's not.
sex
It's responsible because I'm
equals
telling them the truth.
No sex
And we haven't
equals
told people
violence?
the
No,
truth.
you're making an irresponsible
Suppression of sex throughout history that's made people so violent. I think.
Wait a minute.
That is the stupidest
You're
thing
making
I've
the
ever heard.
irresponsible.
If you're feeling guilty about having
I've
sex,
never known anyone who
everybody wants to have
who
sex.
got
The world
pregnant.
is created through sex.
The irresponsible
Yes,
assumption
this is true, and God
the
said
one
be
that you
fruitful and
made is that
multiply.
teenage children are going to have sex no matter what. That's not necessarily true at all.
No, it's not.
Oh, Gordon.
It's not. You know what?
I had a lot of teenage companions when I was a teenager.
Really?
And they were not all running around getting laid.
But he was also in prison, so he's got a little different
Yeah.
outlook.
But I wasn't as good looking as
Whatever.
you are.
As far as being responsible, I take full responsibility for every word that I speak when I go out and I speak to thousands of young people.
Well, this is going...
And on top of that, I'm encouraging them to do something that is
You
good.
certainly know how to speak, Lakita. Let me tell you
Well,
that.
But let me ask you this. Let me ask this.
Yeah. Go.
Let me ask you this. If I don't get laid, can I sue her because of her lyrics?
No, because I don't have anything. I don't have for anything you give. But I would invite you to come out and hang with me and some of my friends sometime.
We can do a show together.
I'd like to.
I'm open-minded. I don't protest Sunday schools or anything.
I would love to have dinner and just shoot the breeze with you.
But aren't you, Lakita, aren't you hoping
And then
that
you could be with Ted Kennedy one night. I'm sorry.
No, aren't you hoping that your CD makes a lot of money, just like Marilyn hopes that he does? Isn't that what it's about?
No, it's not.
What is it
No, it's not,
about?
because I've turned down more jobs than I have ever. I've turned down more jobs than I have ever worked because of I will not expose my body, or I won't use foul language, or I won't spread my legs for just any old Joe that comes around. I have a standard that I live up to, and you know I'm very frank. I'm up front. I'm very honest about what I believe.
I hope that you will always be able to live like that.
Well, you know what? I think we should encourage other
I
young
hope you
people
don't
to
have
do that
many
as well.
challenges in life.
I have very many challenges in life. Yes, and I would like to come. I'd like for you to come to dinner with me and learn
I think
what
it's
the challenges are
admirable
that I
to
face.
be. It's very
And you can pick
admirable
up the
to be
tab.
idealistic. You know, but I want people to think, but I'm not trying to think I can save the world. You know, maybe the world doesn't
can't save the
deserve
world
to be
'cause you're
saved.
not Christ.
Maybe they only deserve to be
Christ.
entertained
Now, wait
before
a
they're all
second.
destroyed.
You can't judge
couldn't
who's
agree
Christ
more.
and who isn't. He may have more Christ in him than you do. You can't really say that.
You will know a tree.
And that's from Mrs. Brady.
You will know a tree.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll be right back.
He had 12 disciples. That could have been his posse, for all we know.
And people were
He hung out with hookers.
But
He
being
drank.
like Christ
People
is
were
different
against
than
him.
being
And they
Christ.
killed him.
And they killed him.
But
And
being
that's what-
like Christ is different than being
No,
Christ.
I'm just saying have a
killed him
And I
perspective.
said, you're not
Israel.
Christ.
That's why
Well,
they
just like
killed
you're
him.
not Hitler,
Well, I don't
you're
wanna be
not
Christ.
Genghis Khan, and you're not anyone who's lived and is no longer here on this planet. And so, you know, if we're gonna look at what people said, I
What
didn't
about
say that you
Elvis?
weren't like Christ, but you will know. Definitely not Elvis, because you know you don't swing your hips like he does. But
You
anyway,
haven't seen me.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised what I've seen. You'd be surprised at what I've seen.
Mrs. Brady, I think we've made a love connection.
I think it's on.
You know, we're going to the prom together.
Yeah.
So this is what's interesting here, and this is something I've always wanted to ask you, Marilyn.
Okay.
And this one-
Manson.
No, he
Whichever
likes
you like.
Brian, okay, whatever.
For the ladies.
Whatever. And since we're on national television, I want to ask you,
Okay.
what standards do you have, and where do you draw the line? What is good and what is evil?
I have basic principles that kind of exist in all religions,
Such
even
as?
Christianity.
Such as?
Well, the fundamentals, you know, you don't kill people, you know, a basic good person.
Okay, so
Probably
you
the
belong,
same as yours.
Do you? No, they're not the same. You're a minister of the Church of Satan.
I'm not a minister of anything.
Okay, because I don't know. Rolling Stone, I've heard that you were into the Church of Satan. I assume that you read the Satanic Bible by Anton LaVey.
I read both Bibles.
Okay.
Christian Bible too.
Right. Okay, and we know that the Bible has 10 commandments, not 10 suggestions.
Right.
And there's one commandment in the book of Satan. What is that commandment?
I don't know. I don't preach.
Kill Lakita Gar.
Bible.
You don't? They would like it.
Principles
People
like
forget.
anybody else
What
would.
people
No,
don't
but-
see is
but
that
what
when
it
you're
is-
a 14-year-old or a 16-year-old and you enunciates what you're feeling, do you remember what you felt like at that age? I do.